Week 13, day 3. And
Yeah.
let's get started. The first word is?
Premise.
Mm-hmm.
And it is an idea that you accept as a true thing, and you use it as a base for developing other ideas and perspectives.
Yes, a sort of evidence or document to support your claims
Yeah.
and ideas.
Basement.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
And the second one is jeopardize.
Mm-hmm.
Means risk losing, for example, your life or
Mm-hmm.
your money or something.
Yes,
Something that is
jeopardize
important
means
for you.
in danger. And do you know the noun form?
I don't know. No.
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy. Okay.
Yes, means danger. Peril. No, peril.
Peril.
Yes, P-E-R-I-L.
Peirl.
Peril.
Yes, means danger. Okay. Next.
Incredulous.
Yes.
Unwilling to believe something.
Yes. You know, crede in Latin means believe. That's why we have incredible, which means unbelievable, you know. And incredulous means a person who cannot believe, or who is not willing to believe in something. So
Yeah.
even we have credulous, but it is not as common as incredulous. Okay, when you analyze words into their roots, it is going to be more enjoyable for you to learn them and master them. Okay.
Yeah, you're right, but I cannot actually categorize the words similar to you here.
All right, that's okay. Okay, and next.
Permeate.
Mm-hmm.
If ideas, actually emotions and beliefs permeate something, they are present in every part of them.
Yes, to spread through, to penetrate, to enter, and okay, penetrate is a good word. Okay, next.
Propitious.
Mm-hmm.
We can say viable as a synonym somehow. Likely to bring good results.
Yes, likely to bring good results. And so fortuitous also you can say. And
viable is a good synonym for this adjective.
Viable, not exactly, because you know viable refers to the exact thing, but propitious, you know, refers to an occasion, not that thing. For example, say a viable plan. Okay, it means the practical plan. But you cannot say a propitious plan, because usually we have a propitious moment, time, opportunity, not a plan. You see?
Yeah.
Okay, it is more abstract than concrete. You know, viable is more concrete, it's more touchable. But propitious refers to the how of doing that. Okay. So let's start the context. Words in context. The squash.
The squash court experiment.
Okay.
As the pile grew, so did the entire project.
Okay, so pay attention to this structure. As the pile grew, so did the entire project. So the entire project grew too, or as well. And there is an inversion here.
Yeah, I remember that once you said as so is a
Yes,
a special structure.
Yes, they collocate with each other and
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
And the
Okay,
next
let
sentence.
me help you.
Fer-
Let me just take parts. Fermi moved his materials to an abandoned squash court under a football stadium at the University of Chicago. So, Fermi moved his materials to an abandoned means
Something that is left.
deserted.
People,
Yeah,
yeah,
secluded squash court
yeah.
under a football stadium at the University of Chicago. How can you say that in another form? University of Chicago?
Chicago University.
Do we have there before or not?
Let's see. No, we don't
Okay,
have.
very good.
Yeah.
So it's wrong to say the Chicago University. No, just
Yeah.
Chicago University. Okay. So please continue.
His pace accelerated because they were proceeding on the premise that the
Proceeding.
Germans were proceeding on the premise that the Germans were close to atomic success.
Atomic success, yes. His pace accelerated, but I couldn't accelerate at that point. Because they were proceeding or continuing on the premise that Germans were close to, and it's ze, not ze, and you pronounced it correctly, to atomic success. Okay, 6 weeks after the pile had been started, its critical size was reached. So,
Yeah.
let me see. Critical size. I think everything is clear now. If you have any
Yeah.
question, just okay. So please.
No. Three brave young men jeopardized their lives by ascending the pile, ready to cover it with liquid cadmium if anything were wrong.
Yes. So cadmium is an element, a chemical element that is used in batteries. You know. To change the chemical energy into electricity. Something as far as I know. So, jeopardize their life. I can actually see clear everything. So, almost 50 scientists and several incredulous observers mounted a balcony to watch. So, as eyewitnesses. So, continue if you don't have any question.
Okay. One physicist remained on the floor.
Physicist.
It was his job. Physicist. Okay. One physicist remained on the floor. It was his job to extract the final cadmium control rod.
Okay. So, unbearable tension permeated the atmosphere, and tension means
Tension means, for example, a bad situation or a stressful situation.
anxiety is
Yeah.
worry, anxiety, apprehension permeated the atmosphere. Okay, next.
Fermi completed his calculations, waited for a propitious moment, and then gave the signal.
So, completed his calculations, waited for a... So you cannot say here viable moments, you see?
Yeah.
Okay. So sample sentences. Number 1, acting on the premise that there were no burglars around, the police became quite lax. Lax means relaxed, carefree, and on the
Yeah.
premise. You can also say on the ground or on the foundation or on the basis, you know.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
There was no burglar, the police. Okay. Who is a burglar?
Who is a burglar?
Yes. Define a burglar.
Oh, okay. I thought that you were asking me some questions according to the text.
No.
A burglar is a person. That's a person. It's a person to kick the door of, for example, a house or a store to get in and steal something.
Without any permission. Usually they break in. That is a technical phrasal verb, break in. Okay.
Yeah.
And the verb is burglarize. And the noun is burglary. Okay.
Yeah.
And sentence 2 by you.
Yeah. After I had perused the Yankee lineup, I was incredulous about their chances of winning.
Here, you know, we have past perfect. No, it's past, not past perfect. Yes, it is after I had perused, because actually one action took place before another one in the past. And peruse means
study meticulously.
Study meticulously. And line up.
That's a series of events which are going to happen one after each other.
Let me see. About their chances. It refers to the active members of a team or group.
Okay.
Yes, particularly in this context, it refers to the members of Yankees group, and after studying actually their performance, that person became incredulous about their chances of winning. You see?
Okay.
All right. Number 3, the trapeze artist was squeamish about having to jeopardize his life. And trapeze refers to that pile that is used by acrobats, you know, to just do some acrobatic activities.
And does it refer to the action or a person or?
No, it refers to that piece of equipment or that is taken by the gymnasts, you know, and
the wheel.
I think it's not a wheel. It's a pile that is attached to two vertical or perpendicular, let's say, ropes that they use. They grasp it and they just do some specific acrobatic activities. Yeah, it's a technical term, but I think it refers to that.
Okay.
And the squeamish means
easily shocked.
Yes, sensitive, easily shocked, too sensitive, oversensitive, or hypersensitive, and even you can say sissy. Yeah.
Sissy?
Yes. It's a very informal word, but anyway. Yeah.
S-I-S-I?
S-I-S-S-Y.
Oh.
Sissy.
Yeah, it means a boy that other boys dislike because he prefers doing things that girls enjoy. It's almost actually the same meaning. Yeah, and it's a noun, but squeamish is an adjective. But anyway, they are related thematically.
But the adjective is sissy again. I mean,
really?
Yeah.
Sissy. Let me see. Yeah, so it has an adjective. I just thought that it is just a noun.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Persian we say nazuk naranji.
Yeah.
Okay. So number 4.
Number 4, a terrible, no, let me think about the pronunciation. Other,
Odor.
odor. Okay. Terrible odor that was impossible to expunge. Uh, permeated this
Permeated.
skunk, permeated the skunk handler's clothing.
Clothing.
Clothing. Okay.
Odor refers to a scent that is not pleasant. So
Yeah, there's
scent, scent. That's why we have body odor. That's why we have malodorous. Malodorous means stinky, smelling bad. It was impossible to expunge means
expunge means to make someone forget something, for example.
yes,
It has
means
two meanings generally. Yeah.
here in this context it means
I think forgetting something or
yes, not forgetting, because forgetting actually refers to you, but you need you do
being
something,
indifferent.
erasing or deleting something, or censoring or removing, eradicating.
Okay.
Yeah, getting rid of something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who is a skunk handler?
Handler is a trainer, and a
Mhm.
skunk is the animal,
Yeah,
which is
that's animal.
smelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a trainer and also a person who just moves animals from one place to another, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh,
carry.
okay.
Yeah, and because of that, actually, his clothes become malodorous.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a fantastic job he has,
Why?
Skunk handling. Is that exciting?
No, it's not.
So it was ironic when I say fantastic job.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that my turn or your turn?
Yeah, that's your turn.
Okay. At a propitious moment, the flamboyant movie star made her grand entrance. So flamboyant means
Behaving in a careful and confident way.
yeah, showy and confident way. And
Yeah.
propitious, we talked about that. Movie star, a celebrity, perhaps made her grand entrance. So actually she was making a scene of the situation.
Yeah.
Say making a scene. Yeah. Okay, so definitions. Premise means grounds for a conclusion. Jeopardize, endanger. Incredulous, skeptical. Premise, permeate means to spread through. And propitious means favorable. And the idiom section, out of the frying pan into the fire. And it means, yes,
to go from a difficult situation to a worse one. I thought I had escaped, but actually I went out of the frying pan into the fire.
Yes. Well, I suppose fire is better than a frying pan. But anyway. Okay, do you have any question from this unit?
No, everything was clear.